That's
really
actually
cute.
such a great vantage point because you can see that. You can also see downtown
I'm sure it's
way in the
beautiful.
distance.
Yeah,
So,
have you ever been tobogganing?
I did go tobogganing there probably 35 years ago.
Nice. Yeah, see, memories, right?
That's about it.
I've only been once, and I'm afraid of heights, so that's all I'll do.
Yeah,
Just once. That's all
initial
I
little
need.
hill. I don't know about that. I think I would. I'd probably really have to hold on.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would stress me out a little bit. Satellite and radar. Hey, we showed you that view downtown a little bit earlier, and we saw that snow coming down. Again, it was more like the nuisance type snow, so it wasn't like this, massive snowfall that's really piling up. But in some areas where you see some of these darker colors, we are going to see some accumulations as we go through the evening. You can see there's a lot of areas affected right now overnight, but it's not going to last that long. By the time we get to tomorrow morning, it's really going to be fizzling out. So let's take a look at that here on Future Look as we time it out. Again, we're mostly seeing snow areas to the north off of Lake Ontario and also off of Lake Erie here for portions of the southern tier, as these snow showers right now are at least to a certain extent lake enhanced. And by the time we get to early Sunday morning, you see that most of this is pretty much broken up. Still going to see those snow showers around, but again, overnight, probably from around now until just before daybreak, that's really when the worst of it is going to be. So for your Sunday, not a whole lot going on. The Bills game, we're not really talking about snow for that, so that's good news. Just basically some partially clear skies in some areas, but mostly cloudy. And then here's what we're looking at next. Very early Monday morning, we do have some snow approaching for all of us. You see some of these darker colors, so a little bit more moderate at times, but notice it does pass through relatively quickly. So by, let's say, Monday afternoon, we're just looking at cloudy conditions and the snow has moved on. We have a little bit of a roller coaster here because then we get a little bit of a break, but then we have some rain moving into the area Tuesday afternoon, potentially affecting the Tuesday afternoon commute. And again, looking at the bigger picture right here, you can see that system developing and bringing that rain to the area. But you know what? That's actually good news that we're going to be seeing that rain because that means warmer temperatures. Here's the future snow totals as we go overnight, possibly seeing a couple of inches in some of those higher elevations. For everyone else, maybe an inch, maybe even less in those areas. So looking at the precipitation chances going through the week here, pretty much chances each and every day, some higher than others, but snow to start. But then when we see that temperature increase, we're going to be looking at rain as we move later into the week here. So the daily high temperatures, fortunately for us, a little bit of a warming trend. We're only supposed to be in the mid to low 30s for this time of year. So actually Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday into Friday, we're going to be seeing temperatures above average, even approaching 50 degrees possibly by the time we get to the end of the week. So 20 degrees as we go overnight, possibly up to 4 inches in those highest hit areas for the snowfall overnight. Most of us about an inch or so. For tomorrow, getting up to 27 degrees. Again, we have that chance of snow early, but that's going to be fizzling out. Just minor accumulations as we go through tomorrow morning. And then the 7-day forecast again for tomorrow. We're really probably just looking at some of that snow areas north and also south, right off the lakes. Again, some snow as we're looking early on Monday into the latter portion of the day. We have a little bit of rain moving through as we saw right there. A little break Wednesday and Thursday, but then as those temperatures warm up, it looks like we have some rain chances as we approach this upcoming weekend. All right, that's the latest on your forecast. Sports is up next. We'll be back.